Feel like a jazz song. Witness greatness, look up in LeBron home. Remember next time for you doubt us. That only made me go John Jones. HGH, I got the shortcut. God on my side, you got bad luck. Look at how they all doubt us. Yeah, they doubt us, yeah. Underrated, we the underdogs. Underestimated, yeah. Underrated, we the underdogs. Underestimated, we the ones. Yeah, we the ones. We the ones. Yeah, we the ones. Yeah.
Just a sentimental kid with a little bit of attention deficit. Hyperactive disorder, always out of order. I never had a chance though, but I would've wished on every single sad song. Never really knowing the moments I was groaning was zoning by the opponent. Kids like me, Satan sees an opportunity, making me feel immunity. As long as my community can sin like me, there's nothing more you need than you can be at peace for your life. And realized I was swallowing lies instead of my pride, and I had to give my life to the eternal prize. Now I'm
underrated, we the underdogs. Underestimated, yeah. Underrated, we the underdogs. Underestimated, we the ones. Yeah, we the ones. We the ones. Yeah, we the ones. Yeah. Underrated, we the underdogs. Underestimated, yeah. Underrated, we the underdogs. Underestimated, we the ones. Yeah, we the ones. We the ones. Yeah, we the ones. Yeah. Underrated, we the underdogs. Underestimated, yeah. Underrated, we the underdogs. Underestimated, we the ones. Yeah, we the ones. Yeah, we the ones. We the ones.
You're listening to the Flow Theory Podcast.
Ladies and gents, please give a warm welcome to the Flow Theory Podcast, a Virginia Cavalier football legend, Hasise Dubois.
How you doing?
Thanks for coming on the show, man.
No problem. I get the invite.
Yeah. Hasise, one thing I talk to all the players that come on the podcast about, I like talking to them about their moments of flow and being in the zone. Why don't you vividly describe your moments of being in the zone for me?
Honestly, when I'm in the flow and in the zone, it's just tunnel vision. Basically, just me seeing the quarterback, the ball, and the end zone. And it's just like while I'm in that zone, it's really hard for anybody to get me out of that zone. And as long as Price keeps trusting me, and any quarterback I don't play with trusts that, I just feel as though when I'm in that zone, it's very hard to stop the pass or just me being the minutes I am that I want to feel.
Talk to me about the Virginia Tech game, Hasise. First win over Virginia Tech in 15 years. Just an incredible atmosphere at Scott Stadium. Something that all Virginia fans will never forget, man. Talk to me about that game. And not only that, more specifically, the stiff arm that you gave to Armani Chapman, dude. That was absolutely epic. A grown man move.
Oh, man. That atmosphere, the feeling and everything is just surreal, honestly. Like you said, we ended up being that school down the road in 15 years. And I mean, we came close plenty of times, but we never pulled it out. And this year, we just made it a key aspect in our game plan and our goals for the year that whatever we do, we're going to be Tech. And I mean, it wasn't an easy game. It was a hard-fought game all the way down to the end, but came out on top. I felt as though we prepared better and we were more ready for that moment. And as far as the stiff arm, honestly, it just was because usually as I'm running, I usually try to just like to stay far away from the defender so he can't touch me. But in that specific time, I just was like, I just gotta. He's right next to me, so I just gotta do something to get him off. And he just kept coming back like a little nagging gnat. And I just kept having to let him know that he wasn't gonna bring me down by himself. And him and his partner didn't. So it's about three of them to get me down. So I just had that momentum in me and all that motivation that we were not gonna lose this game.
Dude, that was such an iconic moment. I mean, it was a pivotal play in that game, but it'll go down as an iconic moment in Virginia football history, man. There's no question. You put your stamp in Virginia football history with that moment, man. I mean, I want to hear like what was going through you guys' head when Bryce Perkins broke those two runs for TDs? Because I knew before that game, everyone was asking me, "Are you nervous?" I was like, "I'm not nervous at all. We got the best player in the game, Bryce Perkins, baby."
Honestly, that was our main goal. Our main goal was to start off fast because, probably 12 games in a row, Tech hadn't let anyone score on the first two drives of the game. And I mean, we came out, attacked them, punched them right in the mouth, and Bryce just happened to pick off for those two long touchdown runs, and that basically sparked the momentum. And defense stepped up, and then we just finished it on offense.
Talk to me about the catch in the Florida game, Hasise. That's truly, I've been watching Virginia football since I was like 7 years old. I'm 36 now. That was one of the best catches I have ever seen in my life as a Virginia football fan. Talk to me about that catch in the back of the end zone against Florida, dude. That was absolutely epic.
Honestly, it was just a scramble drill. Because I know my coach, Coach Marcus Hagan, he told us before the play even started. We were on the sideline. He was like, "Do not fall asleep. You get ready for scramble drill." And that's exactly what happened. Bryce got flushed out to the right. So I just tried my best to stay in his vision, and I would just try to lure the DB into me so he couldn't turn around and see the ball coming. And like we said in the interview after the game, those plays right there, when it's a jump ball in my direction, those are like 90-10. That's a 90% chance I'm going to catch it, 10% chance no one's going to catch it. And I mean, it came out in that way. I just take pride in that. When the ball's in the air, I attack it. But that catch probably, either that catch or my Duke catch probably was my favorite catch of the year.
Yeah, Hasise, you're such a good contested catch receiver. You were the only receiver in the country to be targeted 100 times without a drop. What exactly, like, do you think, like, in your game, like, what have you worked on over the years to make you such a good contested catch receiver? Or is it just like a natural instinct thing for you?
Honestly, it's like a natural instinct thing for me. I'm a big body guy, and like usually when the ball's in the air, what I would do is, because usually the DB is smaller than me, I would just box him out with my body and have strong hands. And I mean, I just take pride in like make sure my arms are strong, my hands are strong. So regardless if the DB comes down, the DB try to hit my arm, knock the ball out, it's just strong, firm hands on every catch.
Yeah, dude, that catch was absolutely unreal. Talk to me about the catch that you made in the side of the end zone against Notre Dame, man. That was another epic catch that you made this year.
Okay, cool. So that was we were going into halftime, and we were driving down the field. We were like, if we can go into the halftime up, that'll build us a good momentum coming out of the half. And I mean, Bryce, he just is putting the ball where it needs to be all game. And like I said, those jump balls in my favor, usually 90%, and 10% I don't catch it. And Bryce put it there, and I went up the ladder, grabbed it, and brought it down. And that just created a big boost for us going into the halftime. And it helped us along that game. Even though we didn't win, we played our hearts out. And just Bryce putting the ball where he needed to be, we attacking the ball, the rest of us attacking the ball. It just played out in Notre Dame's favor, but we played our hardest.
Let's get back to the Virginia Tech game. Talk to me about the feeling for all you guys on the field after the game with all the fans storming the field. I mean, that was absolutely nuts. Like, for me in the stands, like when we recovered the fumble, like I thought it was a safety. And it was funny because I thought it was a safety. We all started celebrating. And then we looked up at the scoreboard. I was like, we're up by
9 points.
You know, I was like, we must have recovered the ball. It was so wild.
Honestly, that situation right there that's probably the loudest I ever heard Scott Stadium in my 4 years there. And it was for a good reason. Basically, that play was pivotal to us winning the game. And I mean, hats off to those defensive players who caused it, who's even in the game at that time. And I mean, it was just a great, surreal moment. And that's going to be marked down as probably one of the best plays in UVA history, just because that play led to us being Virginia Tech.
Yeah, Mandy Alonso and Eli Handback, dude, forever cemented in Cavalier lore, man. I tell you what, man, that win, I can't tell you how much that win meant to me, the whole Virginia fan base. And I mean, you guys got to experience it after all the fans stormed the field. I stayed up in the stands because I didn't want to get hurt because it was mob down there, man.
Yeah, and it happened quick too. Soon the clock, it just hit early. It was almost filled already.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot for taking the time, Hasise. I really appreciate you taking the time to come on my podcast, my man. And I know that sometime you're going to get picked up in the pros eventually, man. You just got to stick with it. Be patient, man, because I think that all Virginia fans and anyone that's followed your game, you know, knows that you're one of the best contested catch receivers in college football. And eventually you're going to get a shot somewhere.
Yes, sir. That's all I'm doing. Just sitting here waiting, staying in shape, staying ready. And as soon as that call comes, I'll take it the most advantage of it and give it my all. Can't let me not being dressed or everything like ruin the fact. Just take that shot that I got and run with it basically, and just continue writing my story.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Hasise. I really appreciate it, my man. Wahoo wah.
Thank you very much, Wahoo wah. I appreciate the invite.
See you, my man.